Hello race fans and welcome into the Passing Under Yellow Racing League, brought to you in part by skunkworksgraphics.com. We are off to Dover Speedway this week. Hopefully you guys are excited because this track is one of my favorites. We are off to week number 7 of action here in the Passing Under Yellow Racing League. We only have 2 weeks left after this week, so those points battles are getting pretty close down on track. And we're about time to crown us a brand new champion. But let me go ahead and show you some of the race details for today. 1 week at a time, folks. Dover International Speedway is on deck. 1.02 mile track, 101 degrees Fahrenheit track temperature today. So a nice hot one down there on the track surface. 75 degrees Fahrenheit ambient temperature, 61% humidity with a cloudy overcast with 10 mile per hour wind. So a beautiful day out here at the track. They're currently doing their practice session, which is set for 55 minutes. As soon as we're done with that, we'll move on to the qualifying session. Should be set for 5 minutes. They'll have 2 chances to put in a good lap time. We'll take the results from qualifying and line them up for the main race of the day, which will be 120 laps around the track here today. Competition cautions, sorry about that, are set to none, so we do not have anything planned for today. Tire allocation is set for 2 sets of tires. They do have 1 faster pair, and yes, we are using fixed setups to keep everybody on the same level playing field to keep the competition close. But that's all the race details I have for you today, folks. We'll see you right back here for the driver introductions. I guess we'll go ahead and kick off things with our points leader and the man that has the fastest time in practice right now, the number 6 of Caleb Sist, the 32-year-old from Statesville, North Carolina. Part of the Skunkworks racing team. Good luck to you tonight, Caleb. Let's welcome in the number 90 of Carson Rowland, a 33-year-old from Leander, Texas. Currently 9th in points heading into tonight. Good luck to you tonight, Carson. Here is a newcomer with us tonight, folks. The number 5 of Christian Skanes, the 25-year-old from Fort Worth, Texas. Good luck to you tonight, Christian. Zooming around track at the moment is the number 93 of Lucas Schimmel, the 28-year-old from Fort Worth, Texas. Part of the No Sweat racing team. Currently 20th in points heading into tonight. He was really fast last week. Good luck to you tonight, Lucas. And here is the 414 of Rob Higgs, the 36-year-old from Baltimore, Maryland. Currently 12th in points heading into tonight. Good luck to you tonight, Rob. In pit lane at the moment is the number 85 of David Shively, the 55-year-old from Fairfield, California. Currently 6th in points heading into tonight. He is on a hot streak as of late. Good luck to you tonight, David. Here's a face we haven't seen in a while, folks. The number 42 of Thomas Politer, the 20-year-old from Derry, New Hampshire. Currently 19th in points heading into tonight. Good luck to you tonight, Thomas. Now let's welcome in the number 17 of Austin Smith, a 28-year-old from Clockville, New York. Part of the Passing Under Yellow racing team. Owner of the Passing Under Yellow racing team. Currently 3rd in points heading into tonight. Good luck to you tonight, Austin. Now let's welcome in the number 3 of Skylar Herod, the wild man himself, the 30-year-old from Madison, Indiana, part of the Skunkworks racing team, currently 4th in points headed to tonight. Good luck to you tonight, Skylar. Doing a little wall riding at the moment, it looks like, is the number 07 of Jason Whittleton, 34-year-old from Waldo, Wisconsin, part of the Cheese Boys racing team, currently 6th in points headed to tonight. Good luck to you tonight, Jason. Here is the number 70 of Dylan Scholes, the 29-year-old from Watomah, Wisconsin, currently 16th in points headed to tonight. Good luck to you tonight, Dylan. Getting him a little break in pit lane at the moment is the number 71 of Connor Leach, the 25-year-old from Surrey, British Columbia, Canada, part of the Skunkworks racing team as well, currently 2nd in points heading to tonight. Good luck to you tonight, Connor. Pulling out of pit lane now is the number 54 of Tyler Auteri, the 20-year-old from Palestine, Texas, part of the Auteri Motorsports racing team, currently 28th in points heading to tonight. Good luck to you tonight, Tyler. Now let's welcome in the number 8 of Jonathan Marsh, the 35-year-old from Lufkin, Texas, currently 18th in points heading to tonight. Good luck to you tonight, Jonathan. And here is another newcomer with us tonight, the number 76 of Jeff Byers, the 40-year-old from Atlanta, Georgia. Welcome in, Jeff, and good luck tonight, buddy. The time is now, folks. The number 14 of Alec Grote has finally hit pit lane. The 38-year-old from Phoenix, Arizona, part of the Skunkworks racing team, owner of the Skunkworks racing team, currently 8th in points heading into tonight. Good luck to you tonight, Alan. Well, folks, never fear, the Yeti is here. He made it in here with a few minutes to spare here in free practice. The number 38 car, Jeffrey Nagangas, the 50-year-old from Tucson, Arizona, part of the Grumpy Yeti racing team, currently 11th in points headed into tonight. Good luck to you tonight, Jeffrey. It's that time, everybody. Qualifying is now over. Let me go ahead and show you the starting lineup for our race here tonight. Caleb Sisk, congratulations to you and the Skunkworks racing team. 23.032 was fast enough to put you right on pole, and you'll have teammate Connor Leach alongside you on that front row as well. We'll have the newcomer Jeff Byers and Alan Grote going to be in the second row together. Carson Rowland and Jason Whittleton going to be in the third row. Austin Smith and Rob Higgs will be in the fourth row. We'll have David Shively and Christian Skanes going to be in the 5th row together. Thomas Politer and Skylar Herod will be in the 6th row together. In the 7th row back here, we'll have Lucas Schimmel and Tyler Auteri. And we have Jeffrey Nagengast and Dylan Scholl's going to be in the 8th row. Jonathan Marsh will start in last place, but he was having some connection issues, so I think he did disconnect. We'll have to see if he makes grid. That is your starting lineup for today, folks. 120 laps coming up here in just 1 minute. We'll see you right back here for the green flag. All right, folks, we're getting ready to head out of turn number 4. Pace truck is now off. Green flag incoming here in just 1 second. It's already in the flagman's hands. Here we go, heading out of turn 4. You see him coming. Green flag is now waving. The racers are off, and this race is now underway. Nice start there on the inside there by Caleb Siski. We'll go ahead and take that early lead. Connor Lee's going to tuck there in the 2nd position at the moment. Carson Rowland, nice move there. Going to make up 2 positions since the start of the race. Go ahead and secure that 3rd spot. Alan Grote currently in the 4th spot, and Jason Willetson rounding out your top 5. Austin Smith running in the 6th spot right now. David Shively in the 6th spot. Jason Whittleson. What happened to Jason Whittleson? He is into the wall, folks. I saw him drop it back through the grid. It looks like he's got a lot of damage to the front of that car, and yes, he does. Let's see if he brings out a caution. It does not. So we'll just have to go ahead and take a peek here really quick and see exactly what happened. He was heading down the backstretch. I think he may have just lost it heading into turn 3, maybe tried to correct it. Oh, no, I think he just had some issues there. He went straight on into the wall. Well, that is unfortunate for the 07 of Jason Whittleson. 16 points heading into tonight, and now he is in pit lane here on lap number 1. We do have a battle for the lead, though. Caleb Sisk currently in the lead. Connor Leach right there on his bumper. Let's go ahead and take an onboard here with Connor Leach as we head down the backstretch. Trying to look through all the timing tower here just to make sure nothing else is going on. Oh, and we do have a caution flag coming out here already. I think they threw that for Jason Willetson there, but yeah, a little bit too late, folks. But yeah, that's our first caution of the day here on lap number 4. We'll see you right back here for our very first restart of the day. All right, race fans, welcome back. Lights out on the pace truck. We'll be dipping the pit lane here in just 1 minute. Caleb Sisk is going to be in control of this restart. We did have some takers in this first caution of the day for pit lane. Looks like the 17 of Austin Smith, the 85 of David Shively, the 93 of Lucas Schimmel, the 54 of Tyler Autry, the 38 of Jeffrey Nagengast, and the number 90 of Carson Rowland all went to pit lane. Took that advantage of that early pit stop there on lap number 4. We'll have to see how that pays off for them in strategy-wise, but we are off. Here we go. Pace truck, get out of the way. It is time for some action. Caleb Sisk going to be in control here, heading out of 4, and green flag is now out. Good start on the inside there by him. He will go ahead and take that early lead. Alan Grote going to be beside his teammate, the 71 of Connor Leach, heading into turn number 1. The battle for 2nd position is on. Does look like Alan Grote's going to take that one away. Connor Leach going to settle for 3rd at the moment. Thomas Politer up here in the 4th spot, having an awesome day. Him and Skylar Harrod both. Thomas started back there in the 11th position. We have a caution already. Wow, that was very quick. Let's see exactly what happened back here. It looks like David Shively has some damage to his car. It got spun out there. If I can find it up here. This is where something starts. We can start right here, I guess. Where is Dave Shively? Oh, it has already happened. Let's back that up just a little bit. Here he is, heading out of the corner. I think he just gets, he comes up track early. Yeah, up into the 17 of Austin Smith. And we'll spin right here in front of the field. Let's see if he collects anybody else. It does not look like he does. Jeffrey Nagengast might have got into the wall there a little bit. But yeah, that is the cause of our 2nd caution of the day here, folks. He's going to take it to pit lane, get that thing fixed. See that right front tire bent in the wrong direction. And yeah, we'll see you right back here for our 2nd restart of the day. All right, folks, welcome back. It does look like round of pit stops were taken this time around. Quite a few of the racers going into pit lane here. Looks like the entire field except for Rob Higgs and Tyler Autry, which will start on the front row together. Everybody else went into pit lane, got them a splash of gas. Some changed tires, some did this, some did that, but everybody is now back out on track. We are ready for the restart here. Green flag is now out. Let's see what those 2 out front can do. Nice start on the inside there by Rob Higgs. He will go ahead and take that early lead out front. You can see the field heading into turn number 1. Tyler Autry going to settle for that 2nd position. Jeff Byers, which kind of missed grid there a little bit at the start of the race. So he had to start, you know, back there in the back of the field. He did have a nice qualifying session, though. Now up into that 3rd spot where he should have started. Let's see if he can kind of reset here. We got a long race ahead, so he's got some time to make up some ground here. Definitely got some speed here. Look at Christian Skanes, first week out with us as well. Currently running in the 4th spot. Lucas Schimmel rounding out your top 5 right now. And we have another caution. My goodness, my goodness. Let's go ahead and take a look and see exactly what happened back here. Looked like Jeffrey Nagengast got into some trouble. Here he is heading out of turn number 4. It looks like slaps the wall, comes down, and collects Thomas Politer. And does he get... Oh, does Jason Whittleson make it through there? Does he make it through there? He does not. He gets a little bit of damage there to the nose of the car. Oh, and he's going to get hit by Thomas Politer. insult to injury there. But yeah, folks, that'll be our third caution of the day brought out here on lap number 15. So we'll see you right back here again for the restart. All right, race fans, welcome back. We are getting set for our third restart of the night here. Does look like our race leader, Rob Higgs, chose to pit this time around, so that will make our new leader. And the man in command, Tyler Altery, the number 54 car. Let's restart here. And we are getting ready to head out of turn number 4. Him and Jeff Byers will be on that front row together. To watch Caleb Sisk and Christian Skanes back there in that second row. Nice start on the inside there by Tyler Altery, and he will go ahead and take that lead heading into turn number 1. Do have some battles back here, though. Caleb Sisk going to go ahead and take the dive here on the 76 of Jeff Byers as we head into turn number 1 and out of turn number 2. He's going to have quite the run out of 2. I do believe he's going to actually might have a chance at the lead here. 3-wide battle as we head into turn number 3. My goodness, what a move there to the inside by Caleb Sisk. He will go ahead and take away that second spot. Tyler Altery going to fall back to that third spot right now. Our leader this time around is Jeff Byers, though. Nicely done, sir. The 54 of Tyler Altery all over the bumper of the number 6 of Caleb Sisk. Alan Grote just sitting back here watching and waiting. I do have a feeling. Christian Skanes currently rounding out your top 5 as we head down the backstretch. Skylar Harrod going to be scored in the 6th position. Connor Leach going to take an inside line here on his teammate, the number 3 of Skylar Harrod. Carson Rowland currently in the 8th position. Austin Smith in the 9th position. And David Shively currently rounding out your top 10. Battle for the lead is on, though. Caleb Sisk going to make a move to the inside here as we head into turn 1 out of turn number 2 once again. We'll be right there on that inside line. Jeff Byers doing a really nice job on that outside line here, trying to defend. It's going to be a tough thing to do, though, into 3, and there he goes. He washes up the track just a little bit, and I think that's going to be all that Caleb Sisk is going to need to go ahead and take away the lead here, heading into lap number 22. Ooh, Austin Smith gets really loose. So does Skylar Harrod back there right beside his teammate. That could have spelled disaster for both of them. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Does look like we're starting to string it out here, though, a little bit. Hopefully we can get some green flag laps in here. We had a little stint there. Some things were going wrong for a lot of people. Here is the 14 of Alan Grote going to make a move to the inside of the 54 car as we head out of turn number 4 and down the front stretch. Oh, boy, a lot of people slapping these wall here at the Monster Mile here tonight. It is not an easy track, that is for sure. It does look like, yes, the 14 of Alan Grote will get that move done. The 414 of Rob Higgs, unfortunately, got a penalty because they said he passed the pace truck going into pit lane. But I was sitting there watching him the whole time, and he almost damn near stopped to let the pace truck by before he went into pit lane. So it was a little bit unfortunate there for the 414 of Rob Higgs. He's going to have some work to do to get his way back up to the front. I think he's going to be scored 3 laps down now. That is terrible. I hate that for him. Here's the 71 of Connor Leach, trying to make it by the 54 of Tyler Altery. Heading into turn 3. It looks like he will get the move done. Nicely done. It is a 1-3-4 now for the Skunk Works Racing team. The 76 of Jeff Byers kind of splits that team up here a little bit. Really, really impressed with him so far. First week out with us, he looks really, really good. Did really good in qualifying, really good in the race here so far. Who is that? Is that Jeffrey Nagengast up here? Oh, it is. Jeffrey Nagengast is about ready to be lapped. He's going to need to keep his eye on that mirror back there. There goes the leader. There goes Jeff Byers. Battle for third is still pretty strong here. Connor Leach leading the train of Alan Grote and Tyler Altery at the moment. Let's go check back through the grid and see what's going on. Here is Skylar Harrod in the 6th position. Christian Skanes still hanging on to that 7th position. Carson Rowland in the 8th position. Austin Smith in the 9th position. And David Shively currently rounding out your top 10. Nicely done to Jeffrey Nagengast to let the leaders by here. He's going to take the high route. Everybody else going to scooch on down to the low side and get on by. Alan Grote now going to be the next car by, and there goes the 54 of Tyler Altery to the inside as well. Number 3 of Skylar Harrod going to make his way to the inside. Looks like everybody's doing a pretty nice job here, not getting in the way. Here is the 71 of Connor Leach making the move on Jeff Byers. Boy, he made that look easy, didn't he? Heading into turn number 3, carrying a ton of speed. And does take away that second spot. What we got going on back here? I see an awful lot of racers next to one another. Here it is. Everybody trying to make their way around Jeffrey Nagengast at the moment. Not really any side-by-side battles for position at the moment. Let's go ahead and take an onboard here with Alan Grote. He's trying to chase down the 76 of Jeff Byers at the moment as we head out of turn number 4. Here he is right on the gearbox. Man, a lot of people slapping the walls here. Hopefully they're not getting too much damage, but look at that lead out front. You can barely see. It's just a little dot out there. That is Caleb Sisk, our leader. Currently has a 2.5 second lead over second place. And here is the move by Alan Grote to the inside line, down the backstretch. Here he goes again into turn number 3. And yes, he will get it done. 1, 2, 3 for the Skunk Works Racing team right now. Looking pretty darn good here, folks. 76 of Jeff Byers going to slide back to that 4th position. Biggest mover of the race so far is this man right here, the number 54 of Tyler Audrey. Done a nice job so far. Going to lose that position to Skylar Harrod, it does look like, as we head down the backstretch. But he started back there in that 14th spot, currently scored in the 6th spot. A pretty darn good day from him so far. Christian Skane's going to be all over the bumper of the 54 car now. See if he can get the, uh-oh, what happened to the 54? I think he got a little loose there heading out of the corner and had to go to the inside line there to stay out of everybody's way. That is unfortunate. Let's see exactly what happened to him here. He's just heading out of the corner and just got loose. Oh, he slapped the wall there pretty hard. Ooh, boy, he almost collected Christian Skanes there. I'm glad that he is okay and everybody else is as well. So we can keep it under green flag conditions here. Already on lap number 32. It does look like it's going to push him back to the 11th position at the moment. Got a pretty good battle right here in the midfield, though. Austin Smith kind of stuck right here in the middle. We have Skylar Harrod leading the train of Christian Skanes, Carson Rowland, Austin Smith, David Shively, Lucas Schimmel. A lot of cars right here battling for position. Head into lap number 33. Let's go ahead and take an onboard here with Austin Smith. Man, I love this track so much. It's always such a blast to watch races on and to race on myself. Like it's one of my favorite NASCAR tracks altogether. Like it kind of reminds me of just a little bit bigger Bristol, and Bristol is one of my favorite tracks as well. So, man, look at that lead out front. I just looked over at the timing tower. My goodness, almost 4 seconds out front for our leader, Caleb Sisk. Boy, he is putting on one hell of a show right now. Oh, wow, Austin Smith had quite the run heading out of turn number 2 there. Looked like the number 90 had to check up there a little bit. Glad that he did the same thing, because that could have been a domino effect. There goes the 85 of David Shively to the inside. Does get the move done on Austin Smith. Now going to set his sights on the number 90, and he gets that move done as well. Nicely done, David Shively. He got a little tangle up here with the man we're riding on board, Austin Smith here. I think that was our first caution of the day, maybe second caution of the day, but yeah, shuffled him back throughout the grid. Now trying to make his way back up to the front, up to that 7th position now. So nicely done, David Shively. Let's go ahead and take an onboard here with him, since he's chasing down the number 5 of Christian Skanes. See what he can do heading into turn number 1. Nice and smooth. Gonna stick there to that low line. Drive it out of the corner. Nice speed out of the corner. Took an inside line here on the number 5 of Christian Skanes as he head down the backstretch into turn number 3, and he will get that done. Nicely done, David Shively. Up to the 6th position he goes. This is where the action is at right now, folks. This midfield, the guys out front ain't got much going on, if I'm being completely honest. Skylar Harrod slowly but surely reeling in the 76 of Jeff Byers. So we might have a battle there for that 4th spot. We'll have to keep an eye on the gaps there. We'll stick right here with this midfield at the moment. The 85 of David Shively eyes a spot on Skylar Harrod heading out of turn number 4. We'll have a little bit of an inside line, but not going to have enough drive to get the move done just yet. As he heads into turn number 1, he did have a lot of speed. Skylar Harrod did touch the wall there a little bit heading out of turn number 4. About a half a car length advantage right now as we head out of turn number 2. Can David Shively get the move done here heading into 3? It looks to be the place where everybody gets the move done so far, and not just yet. Skylar Harrod put on a fight, but not enough at the moment. The number of 85, or the number 85 of David Shively, will go ahead and move himself up into the top 5. What's going on back here? It's still a train. Everybody just waiting on anybody else to mess up. Let's go and take an onboard here with Lucas Schimmel, the number 93 car. He's chasing down Austin Smith. Look at that position battle right behind them, Rob Higgs. And, oh, that's actually not a position battle. I apologize. That's Rob Higgs and Jason Whittleton. Rob Higgs is unfortunately a few laps down. Going to need some cautions to maybe get back on the lead lap. Here's Lucas Schimmel right on the bumper of the 17 of Austin Smith. There goes the number 5 of Christian Skanes, a little high there into turn number 3. We'll lose the position to Carson Rowland and the 17 of Austin Smith. Lucas Schimmel going to try to follow suit as he head down the front stretch. Into the corner. Can he get the move done? Not at the moment. Not just yet. Oh, whoa, Carson Rowland made a little mistake there. Got really loose in the middle of the corner. Going to lose that position to Austin Smith, it looks like, and does lose the position to Lucas Schimmel at the moment. We'll see if he can defend heading out of turn number 4 and down the front stretch. He cannot. Lucas Schimmel will go ahead and take that spot away. Looks like we got somebody into pit lane. Who is that? Dylan Scholes, the number 70 car. Go ahead and take a trip down pit lane. Go ahead and get him some fuel. It looks like, and some tires. Have to see what everybody else does. We got a nice little green flag stint here. Knock on wood. I don't want to curse it. David Shively all over the bumper of the 76 of Jeff Byers now. Jeff Byers actually slowly but surely reeling in Alan Grote, too. We could have a 3-car battle here for that 3rd position on track. Oh, nicely done by Jeff Byers. Nice drive down the backstretch. Can he get the move done as we head into turn number 3? Out of turn number 4, he does get it done. Nicely done, Jeff Byers. Back up into the top 3 spots here. And what a show from him tonight. First week out with us. See what Alan Grote can do if he can come right back at him. I think he might be fading here a little bit. Might have burned up those tires. Everybody going to start to feel the effects of some green flag stints here. 44 laps for some of them. A lot of these racers have not taken tires yet. They're only taking fuel so far today. Trying to see if anybody else is going into pit lane at the moment. Does not appear so. Might be. Uh-oh. Do we have a caution? Oh, I thought I saw a racer slow on the backstretch. It looks like the 70 of Dylan Scholes. It's a little bit slow there. I think he might have just been letting some of the leaders by, though. Here is your leader out front. Caleb Sisk looking very, very strong. He's got 2.2 second lead over Connor Leach back here in that 2nd position. Jeff Byers still hanging on to that 3rd position, starting to put a little bit of distance in between him and Alan Grote back in the 4th position. David Shively currently rounding out your top 5. Let's go ahead and take it on board with him because I know he is trying to chase down the 14 of Alan Grote. He might have drove this car pretty hard because he had to race his way through the field there. A lot of side-by-side racing for him. He could have burned up the tires here a little bit, but we'll have to see just how much life he's got left in them. I do wonder what fuel mileage is around here in these Xfinity cars. I know it's set to a certain percentage, but I did not check before the stream started, so guess we'll just have to wait and see, won't we? Guess we'll all figure it out all together. Nothing really going on at the moment. This looks to be the closest battle on track. Everybody else pretty spread out. I guess Lucas Schimmel is getting a little bit closer to Austin Smith, but still too far back to attack. Oh, there we go, David Shively. That engine roaring as we're heading down the backstretch. He's going to get a little bit of draft. It's not that big of a deal around this track, but every little bit helps, I think. He's going to take that really low line there, almost touching the apron. Heading out of turn number 4 now. Does gain a little ground on Alan Grote through that corner. Down to 0.3 of a second between these two. That was a nice corner by Alan Grote. Going to put that gap back at almost 0.4 of a second. Pretty good race here between these two. Battle for 4th position on track. Lucas Schimmel, has he caught up to Austin Smith anymore? I do not think he has. No, I don't see him in the distance. Have to keep an eye on it. Racers making their way around the track, though, on lap number 52 out of 120. Almost to that halfway point. Does look like Austin Smith may be bringing it down pit lane. He is. So the number 17 is into pit lane. Let's see if this sparks a lot of people coming down. Here is the number 90 of Carson Rowland coming down pit lane. The number 5 of Christian Skanes as well coming down pit lane. Tyler Autry in pit lane now. And the speed limit at this track is so slow, you feel like you're crawling like a snail. David Shively coming down pit lane now. I've seen him switching through the gears there, trying to woe that old horse and buggy down. He does make it down pit lane in time. Nicely done. Make sure everybody gets into their pit boxes nice, neat, and tidy. We don't need any penalties. Looks pretty good so far. See David Shively coming down pit lane now. Caleb Sisk coming down pit lane. Our leader is in pit lane, folks. Jeff Byers coming down pit lane as well. Alan Grote into pit lane now. See when Connor Leach, Skylar Harrod, and Lucas Schimmel decide to come down pit lane. Thomas Politer as well is going to still need to pit. And it does look like Thomas is now coming down pit lane. Oh, the 71 of Connor Leach. Making a rare mistake here, folks. He might have been too fast into pit lane. We'll have to wait and see if they throw a penalty on him. But boy, did he have that thing sideways coming down to the entrance of pit lane here. That could shake things up quite a bit. Skylar Harrod now down pit lane as well. Lucas Schimmel still out there on track. He is our current leader. He has not pitted yet. We'll have to keep an eye on that one. Everybody else going to go a lap down or 2 laps down here. But yes, now he comes down pit lane. Lucas Schimmel going to whoa that thing down. Into pit lane he comes. Slide the tires there just a little bit. See how badly this affects Connor Leach's race. Caleb Sisk already back out on track to make his way around some of these racers. I think he will end up with a humongous gap here with Connor Leach having that misfortune there in pit lane. Got a good little scrap here between Tyler Autry and Christian Skanes at the moment. Goes Caleb Sisk passing pit lane now. He will regain the lead. Jeff Byers getting ready to head out of turn number 4. He may be scored in second position now. I think he will be. David Shively going to be right there all hot on his heels. Uh-oh, what has happened to Alan Grote? I think he has spun it coming out of pit lane, folks. Oh, man, that's a tough break for him as well. He was running pretty good here today. Let's go ahead and take a look back and see exactly what happened here because it said that he crashed. I'm guessing that he just got on the gas and spun that thing around. Oh, man, cold tires will get you sometimes. That is unfortunate for Alan Grote. Let's see how things shake out and see where he gets back out on grid. But currently, he scored in the 12th position. He's going to make up some spots here. But yes, that does put Caleb Sisk, after a round of pit stops here, out in the lead. He's going to have a 10-second, almost 11, actually now, yeah, 11-second lead over the 76 of Jeff Byers back there in that second place. David Shively currently scored in the 3rd place. Not too far behind Jeff Byers. Austin Smith in the 4th position right now. Skylar Harrod rounding out your top 5. Lucas Schimmel right there on the bumper of Connor Leach. Which, how many laps down is he? He is 1 lap down at the moment. Carson Rowland currently in the 7th position. Christian Skanes in the 8th position. Thomas Bleeder in the 9th position. All right, all right. Next lap by will be right at the halfway point, folks. Right there. Now we are at the halfway point. 60 laps down, 60 laps to go. Oh no, we got some collision on the backstretch. Oh no, the number 70 car of Dylan Scholes getting rear-ended there. I think he was really slow on the racing line. The 17 of Austin Smith going to get into the rear of him. That is unfortunate for Austin Smith as well. He's going to have a lot of damage to the front left of that car. Go ahead and take another peek and see exactly what happened here because he just looked really slow. It looks like he gets loose. Oh, okay. He touches the outside wall and he tries to get back up in the racing line at that slower speed, and Austin Smith not able to react in time and, yes, get right back into the rear of the number 70 of Dylan Scholes. Send him down into the inside wall there. All right, folks, our 4th caution of the day waving here on lap number 61. We'll see you right back here for our 4th restart of the day. All right, everybody, does look like Pace Truck is now off the track. 4th restart incoming. Caleb Sisk going to be in control here. David Shively going to be on that outside line. See what he can do up there. We'll have Skylar Harrod and Austin Smith in that 2nd row. Here we are heading out of turn number 4. Green flag is now waving. Good start on the inside there by Caleb Sisk. He will go ahead and take that early lead, it looks like. Austin Smith going to be scored in that 2nd position, but we'll have the 85 of David Shively to compete with as they head out of turn number 2. David Shively going to have a nice run on the high side. The number 3 of Skylar Harrod going to try to follow him to that 3rd position, and he does. Austin Smith going to have to settle for 4th at the moment. The number 93 of Lucas Schimmel going to be all over the bumper, but look at that. Then the 76 of Jeff Byers took advantage of this caution flag. He went ahead and took a pit stop during that yellow flag, and now he will be back up into the top 5. So nicely done by him. 71 of Connor Leach trying to make moves to the inside. He has still scored a lap down, so he is going to be really hoping for another caution here to get him back on the lead lap, which I hope so, because he is a very, very fast racer, and I think he's got the car here to battle Caleb Sisk for the win here today. But I guess we'll have to wait and see. At the moment, he has a big lead out front. 1.2 seconds back to David Shively right here in that second position. Skylar Harrod currently in the top 3 as well. Jeff Byers and Austin Smith round out your top 5. Nicely done by Jeff Byers there. We'll get that move done. 71 of Connor Leach going to follow him to the inside. Lucas Schimmel now going to try to follow that train on that inside line there of the 17 of Austin Smith. It was across the start-finish line on to lap number 68. What else we got going on back here? Carson Rowland currently scored in that 7th position. Christian Skanes currently in the 8th position. Connor Leach, like I said, is in that 9th position, a lap down. Thomas Politer as well. Rounding out your top 10, a lap down. I did see that Alan Grote went into pit lane there late in the caution and will go a couple laps down here. I do wonder what happened. It is unfortunate for him because he's had a really good day. He's only had that one mistake that I saw, you know, on those cold tires heading out of pit lane. But yeah, guess we'll just have to wait and hear from him in the Discord and see exactly what happened. At the moment, got some good battles. Let's go ahead and take an onboard here with the 76 of Jeff Byers. He's all over the bumper of the number 3 of Skylar Harrod as we head through turns 1 and out of turn number 2 down the backstretch. Gonna be right there on the bumper again. Takes a look to the inside here. Let's see if he can do something with it into turn number 3. He's going to be alongside. He no longer sees the car beside him. Can he get the move done? Heading out of turn number 4 will be a nose ahead. Skylar Harrod going to have to really crank on that wheel to keep it off the wall. Here we are into turn number 1. The 71 of Connor Leach going to be right there on the inside as well. Skylar Harrod going to tuck down into that spot though. Good job to Jeff Byers back up into the top 3. Skylar Harrod going to slip back to that 4th position. Still having a really good day though. Started back there in that 12th position. Still in the 4th position as of right now, so a good day from Skylar Harrod. Another good day for Lucas Schimmel as well. Started back there in the 13th position, currently in the top 5. And Smith in the 6th position right now. Carson Rowland in 7th. Christian Skanes in that 8th position. Did get back on the lead lap with that last caution. So he is back battling for some spots on track. A good battle here for 2nd place. Here is the number 85 of David Shively. The 76 of Jeff Byers, though, is absolutely flying right now, and he will take the inside line here. See if he can get the move done. Heading out of turn 2. He might get it done before we even get there. Nicely done to 76. Jeff Byers will take away that 2nd spot on track. Trying to see if I can find us a position battle out here somewhere. We do have Christian Skanes, Carson Rowland, and Austin Smith all battling for that 6th position on track at the moment. We'll take an onboard here with the number 5 of Christian Skanes. Nice and smooth heading out of turn number 2. Do we have a battle for that 4th spot? Well, yes, we do. Lucas Schimmel on the bumper of the number 3 of Skylar Harrod as we head down the backstretch. Number 14 of Alan Grote going to be on the inside here. Going to stop a little bit of that momentum for the 93. Going to have to take the high route here into turn 1 and out of turn number 2. Nicely done, Alan Grote. Here is your leader out front. 1.2 second lead over the man back here in 2nd place, Jeff Byers, which has quite the gap back to David Shively at the moment. 1.2 seconds as well, so not much going on up front. Skylar Harrod still hanging on to that 4th spot. Lucas Schimmel still trying to chase him down here. Let's see if he can catch up to him and get the move done. Austin Smith currently scored in the 6th. With positions Carson Rowland, Christian Skanes in 8th. That is everybody on the lead lap at the moment. There's the 414 of Rob Higgs taking a move to the inside. Still has a lot of damage to the front right of that car. See it right there. Yeah, a lot of damage to the right front. Car seems to be handling pretty well, though. Still making some pretty quick lap times. Guess we'll just watch this battle right here because there's not really much else going on the track. Alan Grote going to get by his teammate, the number 3 of Skylar Harrod. Lucas Schimmel going to close in a little bit of that time. Them being side by side there for just a minute. We are heading out of turn number 4 down the front stretch. On to lap number 80 here. Laps are ticking down here as long as we can keep it green. I love this view. The car sounds so good from this point of view. All right, folks, it does look like we got some rounds of pit stops going on right now. I do see Austin Smith coming down pit lane now. Carson Rowland going to follow him in. Looks like Christian Skanes coming down pit lane as well. 6th, 7th, and 8th place on track coming down pit lane at the moment. We'll see when these leaders decide they're going to come down pit lane as well. Right now, they're still just zooming around, making some good laps out on track at the moment. Caleb Sisk with a 2.6 second lead over Jeff Byers at the moment. All right, does look like we got some people coming back out of pit lane. Austin Smith back out on track. Carson Rowland now rejoining the race as well. Christian Skanes, nice pit stop. Coming back out of pit lane at the moment. When do our leaders pit? That is the question. Oh, here comes Lucas Schimmel, the man that was in 5th position. Coming down pit lane, going to slide the tires there a little bit, but I think he does get it woed down just in time. See when Caleb Sisk, Jeff Byers, David Shively, and Skylar Herod come down pit lane. Connor Leach still praying for a caution here. He is the first man a lap down at the moment. Ooh, Jeffrey Nagengas getting really loose there heading down the front stretch. Does keep his way out of the leaders though. Here is Jeff Byers back here in that 2nd position. David Shively rounding at your top 3 at the moment. Skylar Herod still out on track. Schimmel now coming out of pit box. Does look like he had a nice pit stop there. Not much doing out here, folks. Not a lot going on at the moment. We'll see how things shake out after the pit stops are done. Uh-oh. We have a car stopped on track. It is the number 4, or the 07, the man that's back in 14th position. Jason Wilson missed pit lane and hit the yellow barriers there, it looked like. Go take a peek and see exactly what happened there. Although I'm sure he doesn't want me to show it. Here he is coming down, slowing the car down here a little bit. I think he just slides the tires and couldn't get the car turned in time, and boom, there he was. Just barely touched him there a little bit. Nothing too bad. Does look like David Shively coming down pit lane now. Jason Wilson that did make it into pit lane eventually. Glad we didn't bring out the cautions there. So we still have Caleb Sisk, Jeff Byers, and Skylar Herod. Our top 3 racers right now still left to pit. Connor Leach has not pitted either. I think he wants to stay out as long as he can, hoping for a yellow flag. Oh man, Jeffrey Nagengas again going to slap the wall heading out of turn number 4 there. Almost a 4-second lead out front for Caleb Sisk at the moment. Caleb Sisk slowing the car way down. Yep, and he is coming down into pit lane now. Nicely done to him. It does look like Jeff Byers is going to stay out. Skylar Herod, oh, made a little mistake there coming down the backstretch. Going to slow the car down, coming into pit lane now. That leaves only Jeff Byers out here all by his lonesome. When is he going to pit? Last time he pitted was on lap number 61, and we have 25 laps to go here. It's got to be coming soon, I'm sure. Caleb Sisk in his pit box now. Nice and smooth. The 07 of Jason Wilson coming out of pit lane. Tyler Herod pulling into his pit box. Nicely done. Jeff Byers, man, he's had an awful good day today. Oh, he's going to slow the car down coming down the backstretch. Gets down on the apron. Gonna... Nice. Okay. Scared me there a little bit, not going to lie. Let's get the car slowed down in time. Into pit lane he goes. That is the whole field into pit lane now. Uh-oh, what happened to Thomas Politer? It said that he has wrecked. Oh, I think he did wreck. Let's see exactly what happened to Thomas Politer out here on track. Here he is heading down the backstretch. Oh, he decided at the last minute to go into pit lane, and yeah, gonna hit the barriers there and had to take a tow to pit lane. That is unfortunate for Thomas Politer. See where Jeff Byers comes back out on track. I'm sure he will be behind Caleb Sisk because he had quite the lead out front anyways, and probably lost a little bit of time there staying out on track. And Caleb Sisk gonna be on those new tires, and yes, Caleb Sisk now regains the lead. Connor Leach down pit lane as well. 23 laps left to go here, folks. Caleb Sisk out front. Jeff Byers rejoining the track surface now. Going to be in that second position. David Shively, though, him and Lucas Schimmel could take away the second position. Here we go, head into turn number 3. I don't think they're going to get the move done now. Jeff Byers going to have those fresh tires, going to be ready to go. Driving out of the corner. Good 3-car battle here for that second position. How far back is Skylar Herod? Okay, so he's a little bit back. He's about 6 seconds off of Lucas Schimmel, David Shively, and Jeff Byers at the moment. Looks like Jeff was about 4/10 faster than David Shively last time around. Here is Lucas Schimmel falling right behind the 85 of David Shively right now. See if he can catch up to him, get himself on the podium. Sure, he would be extremely happy with that. I am losing Christian Skanes off my timer. I wonder if he has disconnected. He is just blinking. Let's go ahead and take a look and see if we can see him on track. I do not see him on track, folks. That would be awful for Christian Skanes. He's had such a good day. I do not see him out on track, folks. We might have lost one. We'll have to wait and see if iRacing keeps scoring him on the timing tower. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Alan Grote down pit lane now. 17 laps to go here, folks. We can see the finish line. It is in the distance. It'll be here before you know it. Oh, Jeffrey Nagengast has wrecked, folks. He has wrecked on the front stretch. Is missing a... Oh, no, he still has it. He is going to take a toe to pit lane, so no caution on track. Thank goodness. Let's see exactly what happened to old Grumpy Yeti. Oh, he had already lost it coming out of turn 4. He did collect the 71 of Connor Leach, too. Let's back the tape up here just a little bit and take a look and see exactly what happened. I'm guessing he lost it off of turn 4, got into the outside wall, and just bounced down to the inside wall. That's my guess. Looks to be the case. Here he is heading out of turn number 4. Going to bounce off that wall, come down into the 71 of Connor Leach. Oof. Yeah, that is unfortunate. Unfortunate indeed. Connor Leach going to have to bring it down pit lane to get that thing repaired because he took a big shot there. All right, back to the action on track. Caleb Sisk still out front. 6-second lead over Jeff Byers back here in that second position. David Shively currently in the 3rd position. Has a nice comfortable gap back to Lucas Schimmel now. About 2-second gap. Skylar Herod still rounding out your top 5. Carson Rowland currently scored in that 6th position. Good day from him. Austin Smith in the 7th position. That is all the racers that we have on the lead lap right now. Does look like Christian Skanes did stay in the server. I thought for sure he was going to disconnect because I lost all data on him. But hey, I'm glad that it all worked out. Still in that 8th position today. He's had a really good race. If he wouldn't have won a lap down there, you know, with that caution flag coming out during the middle of pit stops, it could be a whole different story, but still got to be pretty darn proud of himself for an 8th place finish here today if he can round this one out. That is pretty darn good. He is the first man a lap down to, so if we get a caution, he could get back on the lead lap. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see how it all shakes out. 12 laps left to go, though. He's running out of time. I am not seeing a single position battle at the moment. Does look like Jeffrey Nagengast still in pit lane, and so is Thomas Politer. Trying to get those cars fixed up. I don't know if they'll make it back out by the end of the race, because we are ticking them down, folks. On to 11 laps to go. Trying to find us some action out here. Not seeing much of anything at the moment. It's field very spread out. We've lost a few racers here tonight. We lost, you know, Jonathan Marsh couldn't even start the race. We lost Dylan Scholes, Tyler Altery, Thomas Politer in pit lane. Jason Whittleson a few laps down, actually 11 laps down now. Jeffrey Nagengast, we saw him take the toe to pit lane. Rob Higgs went a bunch of laps down when he got that black flag. Connor Leach got collected in that wreck, so he is now 3 laps down. Alan Grote pitted right before we went green flag racing, so he's 3 laps down. Christian Skanes and Carson Rowland both 1 lap down now. Only 6 cars on the lead lap. Field very spread out. Austin Smith, what happened to him? Said that he wrecked, but I'm not saying that he has a tore up car, so I'm not sure. Lucas Schimmel on the bumper of the 3 of Skylar Herod. Does look like Skylar gonna win that one out. I don't know how Skylar got by him. Let's see how he got by him. He is on the inside line here, heading into turn number 1. This was the battle for 4th position on track. Looks like Skylar's just gonna beat him. Flat out pace. Nicely done to Skylar there. Gonna take away that 4th spot. David Shively making a move here to the inside of the number 5 of Christian Skanes. Does get by him. I believe this is just a ride to the checker flag, everybody, unless something crazy happens. We have a caution, which is possible. It's never over till it's over. All right, as we cross the start-finish line, this time by 3 laps left to go, everybody. Let's go ahead and take some laps here with our leader out front. Mr. Caleb Sisk, man, what a drive from him today. Another impressive performance once again. 6-second lead over Jeff Byers back there in that 2nd position. 15 seconds over the 3rd place car. Very, very spread out here. 2 laps left to go. He is catching up to the 07 of Jason Whittleton right now. He can kind of just coast it on out here all the way to the checker flag. No reason to push. But I don't think that's in Caleb's, you know, tool bag. I don't think he has a slow down button. I think it's all out all the time from this fella. White flag now waving here at Dover International Speedway into turn 1 and out of turn number 2 for the last time today down the backstretch. Into turn number 3, folks. And this is it. Out of turn number 4, he's going to see the checkered flags waving here. Going to take the win here tonight. Congratulations to Caleb Sisk, winner of week number 7 in the Passing Under Yellow Racing League. Nicely done, sir, once again. Dominating this season. And it continues here tonight at Dover International Speedway. We'll see you right back here for the celebration and the driver interviews. Let's watch him burn it down here, folks. Congratulations to Caleb Sisk being the winner here tonight. 120 laps of racing. Man, the Skunkworks team had a pretty good night. He's going to finish in 1st. Alan Grook going to finish in 9th. Connor Leach going to finish in 10th. Where was Skylar Herod in that 4th position, so not too bad. Had some misfortune in the middle of the race there, though. Yeah, congratulations to Caleb Sisk here. We'll see you right back here in just 1 second, folks. All right, I have our top 3 racers in here tonight. Congratulations to Caleb Sisk, going to bring home the win here tonight. First-time runner Jeff Byers going to bring it home in 2nd place. Wow, what a performance here tonight. And then David Shively going to round out your top 3. So we'll hear from you first, David. Man, what a drive from you tonight. You had an awful qualifying. I'm not used to seeing you start that back, you know, that far back there in that 9th position, and had to battle your way all the way to the front there. You had some good battles out on track. You had a lot of speed here tonight. I don't know if you had anything for Caleb Sisk up front, but hey, you know what? Still going to bring it home in the top 3 finish here. You're starting to get used to these post-race interviews being up here in the top 3 spots. So nicely done, man. How do you feel about tonight's race, brother?
I didn't qualify too well. I kind of blew the 2nd lap, and then early on in the race, I got to apologize to Austin because he was on my outside, and I just totally blew it and killed him. And luckily enough was able to stay on the lead lap, use my fast repair, and then do the best I could after that. And that's how it went.
Well, hey, man.
Not enough speed for these two though.
Yeah, I heard that, man. But yeah, when you and Austin Smith got together, I was like, oh man, I hope that doesn't ruin both their races. But hey, you're still going to finish in 3rd, and Austin finished in 6th, so it wasn't too bad of a thing. Luckily, it happened early on in the race, so you had time to make up that ground. But hey, man, good job here tonight. Gonna bring it home in 3rd, and hopefully we'll see you next week, brother.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
All right, now let's hear from the newcomer, Mr. Jeff Byers. Nicely done here tonight, sir. First week out with us, going to finish in that 2nd position. Really good run from you tonight. Qualified in 3rd, going to finish in 2nd. That's about it, man. How do you feel about tonight's race, brother?
Oh, man, I had a blast, dude. It was fun. I did qualify in 3rd, but I screwed up hitting the grid and ended up having to start from the pits.
That's what I was kind of wondering, because I didn't see you on grid, you know, for the start of the race, and I was like, oh, I was worried that you actually disconnected, but then I ended up seeing you at the back of the field there, but you had to battle your way all the way through. And hey, did good in the pit stops, did good on track, good race all the way back up to that 2nd position to finish there. And who knows, you know, if that didn't happen at the beginning of the race, maybe you and Caleb could have been a little bit closer there to finish, but still, 2nd place is something to be proud of here in your first week out with us. So congratulations on that, and hopefully we'll see you next week, brother.
All right, I appreciate it. Yeah, I don't know. Caleb was smoking it, dude. He was fast, so I may not have caught him anyways.
Who knows? Who knows? All right, now let's hear from the man of the hour. Congratulations to Caleb Sisk, going to take another win here in the Passing Under Yellow Racing League. Man, just an excellent performance here today. You had the race in hand all day long. I mean, I don't feel like there was any point in time where you thought you were going to lose the lead. So nicely done to you today. Going to bring home another gold trophy and put it on your massive collection that you already have. So good job here today, man. How do you feel about today's race, brother?
Just want to apologize to Dylan Schultz. I think we had a miscommunication on lap 35, 40, somewhere in there. I was working on stretching the lead, and I didn't expect him to turn down when I was lapping him and destroyed the right front, destroyed his back end of his car. Thankfully, it held on long enough to get to the pits and get it fixed, but I hope Dylan's not mad. I'm not mad. I mean, whoever's fault it is, I just watched it. It doesn't look like it's either fault, just looks like a little racing deal. Hats off to the Skunk Works team. We had a rough night getting some interesting pit road things that happened there. But Skylar with a P4, Alan and Connor did a good job to recover, finish inside the top 10. And it just was a kind of a chaotic race. Wasn't expecting the yellows. Had stretched to a big lead, 15 seconds or so. Yellow comes out, takes it to 0, and just kind of got fortunate, got to cruise there the last 30 laps to bring it home. So just thankful it was a smooth race after the shifter broke last week and kind of didn't have a chance at one.
Yeah, man, last week was a heartbreaker. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if you watched the broadcast, but I was heartbroken for you. I said, oh, man. You know, something that's completely out of a driver's control is just hard to watch, man. But, hey, getting a good rebound here tonight. Gonna bring home another checker flag here, so good win tonight. And hopefully we'll see you for week number 8 next week, brother.
Appreciate it.
All right, folks, there you have it. You have heard from your top 3. Caleb Sisk going to bring home the win here tonight. Jeff Byers going to bring it home in that second position, and David Shively going to round out your top 3. Skylar Harrod and Lucas Schimmel will round out your top 5. We have Austin Smith, Carson Rowland, Christian Skanes, Alan Grote, and Connor Leach going to round out the top 10, and then Rob Higgs, Jason Willardson, Jeffrey Nagangas, Thomas Pleater, Dylan Scholes, Tyler Altery, and Jonathan Marsh going to round out the field here tonight. But anyways, that's all I got for you guys here tonight. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the broadcast. Appreciate you guys very much for all the support over there on YouTube. Hopefully soon, folks, hopefully soon, be moved into the new place and we get back to live broadcasts, because those are a hell of a lot more fun than me talking to myself up here. So hopefully that will be very, very soon. But other than that, you guys have a good rest of your night. Love y'all, mean it. And hopefully we'll see you guys next week, same time, same place, for the Passing Under Yellow Racing League. And a big shout out to Alan Grote at Skunkworks Graphics. Appreciate you very much for all the support and for being the sponsor of this league and for this broadcast. So thank you very much, man. You guys check out skunkworksgraphics.com if you want a custom skin. You've seen them all tonight out on track. They all look amazing. Go get you one. It'll make you faster. It's automatically an extra plus 50 horsepower. So that's what you need. But anyways, you guys have a good rest of the night. Love you, mean it. And until next time, goodbye.